Thank you, Trey. That was great. Fellow classmates, it seems that not long ago, you were walking through these doors on the first day of preschool. How quickly the years have gone by. This bittersweet occasion is a good time for all of us to reflect on the past, celebrate the present, and look towards the future. St. Charles has meant so much to me for the past 11 years. It has been a place of learning where I can grow not only academically, but in my faith as well. It has also been a place where I can meet people from different countries and backgrounds. It has provided me the opportunity to enjoy many experiences. Most of all, St. Charles has been a community. This community supports me and encourages me to do my best in everything that I try. Without St. Charles, I do not know where I would be today. Looking back, there are so many memories that if I were to recount them all, we would be here all night. Of course, there are a couple of memories that are particularly vivid. I remember back in kindergarten, when homework was only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we used to complain. Imagine that. Or when for math class, you would do simple word problems, such as 4 bears went to the movie theater. 1 bear left to go get popcorn. How many bears are in the movie theater now? 1, 2, 3. Who remembers when, in 4th grade, I passed out sponge cake for my birthday on April 1st? Nathan really enjoyed the big bite he took of the cake made with real sponges. Oh, I have so many memories. St. Charles has taught me so much about myself and the world around me. One example is the several Korean students who have come to St. Charles over the years. In 5th grade, a girl named Hae Sung came to our class. I became good friends with her, and when she went back to Korea, we Skyped each other regularly. This experience taught me that even though the world is large, nevertheless, we are all connected. Another valuable lesson that I have learned from my years at St. Charles is that with enough effort, you can do or become anything you dream of. We should all dream big and work hard to achieve our dreams. Hard work is the key to success in today's world. I hope that, as St. Charles graduates of 2013, each one of you believes in this same principle too. Another key lesson that St. Charles has taught me is the value of friendship. Good friends are always there for you when times get tough. They can comfort you with just a smile or some simple words of advice. In high school, having a good group of friends is extremely important to succeeding. So, my fellow graduates, choose wisely. With high school just a summer away, I am very excited for the new opportunities and challenges that I will be presented with. I'm sure that each one of you feels the same way. I feel that St. Charles has prepared us well for what we will face in the coming years. Although, at this moment, I am sad to be leaving St. Charles. I also know that I'm ready for something new, and I'm excited to be moving on in life. While I'm sure I will miss St. Charles, my classmates, and teachers, I also know that I will enjoy the years ahead. My years at St. Charles have been blessed with so many talented and dedicated teachers whom I would like to thank. Many thanks goes to Mrs. Schonhoff and Mrs. Oliveira, Mrs. Eggerman and Mrs. Terry, who taught us in those early years. For those middle years, you're blessed to have Mrs. Pashkash, Mrs. Miller, Miss Horn, and Mrs. Gates. And then there were those lucky teachers who endured us these past few years. Mrs. Arthur, Mrs. Mitchell, Mrs. Chapman, Madame Monroe, Mrs. George, Mrs. Haskell, and Mrs. G. I will always remember the amazing science program provided by Mrs. Maxwell and Mr. Bonner. For developing our artistic, musical, and athletic skills, special thanks go to Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Freund, Mrs. Gore, and Mrs. French. For helping inform us in our faith, thanks to Father Charlie, Father Bill, and especially Father Tom. To all our teachers, the memories you have given me are irreplaceable. Thank you to my parents for choosing such a great school to send me to for so many years. You were my first teachers and my first role models. I appreciate all your support and encouragement. Finally, I would like to thank my classmates. The fun times and camaraderie we shared created so many memories. I hope that someday I will see all of you again. Next year, you'll not all be in the same classes, but I wish each of you the best of luck, both in high school as well as the rest of your lives. God has blessed me to have so many wonderful people in my lives: parents, teachers, and classmates. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Believe you can and you are halfway there." This quote, I hope, will inspire my classmates and me to create, do, dream, or discover something new and exceptional for the world. Let us remember what memories we have together as we celebrate this momentous occasion of our graduation. More importantly, my fellow graduates, look with anticipation towards the future and all that it holds. I hope that someday I'll be able to say that I know you when you discover, do, or create something great. Remember to believe you can, and you are halfway there. Nothing is impossible.